Hello my students, how are you? We're free. Today we'll solve from your book Activity Weekly Assessment Class Performance Activity number 1 Week number 7 Algebra Fraction Functions and Operation on them. Activity number 1. The following equation can you predict is the number of solution without solving it. Right here, a number power 2 subtract by 5 like 1 power 2 minus 5 negative 4 plus 6. No, this is not solution. If we want two numbers, here is the summation of them equal 5 and product between them 6. We can write 2 times 6, 2 times 3 equals 6. And the solution here will be 2 and or negative 2 and negative 3. The solution here, because the product with them equal 6 and summation will be negative 5. Okay, I will solve the equation also by the steps to find the answer with me. I will open brackets like this, x power 2, x times x, and we want to number product with them 6, right? 3 and 2, negative and negative. The product between them equals 0. Then the solution here first equal x equal 3 or x equal 2. Question: 2x minus 8 equals 0. We can move 8 from left hand side to right hand side right here. 2x minus 8 equals 0. Then 2x will be equal 8. We can divide it by 2. And the value of x will be 4. Next question: x minus 1 all power 2 equals 0. We can put the square root from left hand side, right hand side. Then x minus 1 equals 0. So the value of x here equal 1. Understood? Next question: 1 minus 1 0. Okay. Determine the set of zeros for each of primal function to define the following rule in R. Number 1, f of x equal to x plus 10, but this function equals 0, then 2x will be equal negative 10, and the value of x here equal negative 5, and the zeros of the function will be negative 5. Number 2, put the function here equals 0. X power 2 minus 25 equals 0. And then x power 2 is 25. And the value of x equal positive or negative 5. And the zeros of the function will be positive or negative 5. Number 3, f of x equal x power 3 plus 27. We can solve the equation by put the function equals 0. Then x power 3 equal negative 27. Move to right hand side. Then x will be equal cubic root of negative 27. The value of x here will be negative 27 under cubic root, right? Negative 3. Negative 3 for real, when to real numbers in the solution set. Negative 3. Next question: f of x was equal x product by x minus 5 subtract by 14. First step, we can use the CO2 properties: x times x power 2 and negative 5 times x negative 5x minus 14. We can put 0 here. Next step, we can factorize x power 2 equal x times x. We want to number the product of them equal 14 and the difference between them equal 5. Right, 2 times 7. The gets number like the middle negative and here positive. Then we have two factors, the product of them equal 0. Then the first x minus 7 0, then the value of x is 7, and x plus 2 equals 0, then the value of x is negative 2. And zeros of the function will be negative 2 and 7. Also, can use general rule. We have the general rule tell me x equal negative b positive or negative square root of p power 2 subtract by 4ac over 2a. We can find the coefficient x power 2 here. A will be 1 and B negative 4 and C will be 1. Then the value of x equal negative b, but negative times negative positive 4, positive or negative square root of b power 2 negative 4 power 2 is 16. Negative 4 times a times 1 and c 1 divided by 2 times 1 is 2. Right here 4 positive or negative square root of 16 minus 4 is 12 divided by 2. We can write 4 positive or negative 2 root 3 divided by 2. Square root of 12 equal to root 3. Okay, then we can divide it by 2. The result will be 2 positive or negative root 3. The solution, we have positive or negative. We have the solution about this. The zeros of the function. It will be 2 positive or negative root 3. Running to real numbers. Okay, look at here about descriptive angles subtended by the same arc. They are equivalent in the measure. Like this, look at this question. On performance C. First question, you give me the measure of angle here 60 and here 40, and you want to find measure of angle BCD. Where BCD was 60. The measure of angle D will be what? We have here 60 is 40, then measure of angle D equal 40 degree like this. R is kept the arc CP. The measure of angle D, it will be 40 degree also. And BCD or CBD changes, right? CBD this angle. I will draw a circle like this. And I will give you the information because we have wrong equation here, okay? We have center of the circle and draw like this. First angle was 40, this angle also will be 40 degrees. They are scripted as the same arc. And we have 60 plus 40, 100. Subtract from 180, it will be 80 degree. This angle will be 80 degree here B. Next question. BAH. You want to prove that this triangle is isosceles. Give me two chords equal EC equal to BD, okay? Then the measure of arc CBA equal measure of angle DAB. We can cancel to find sides equivalent. To cancel this part. Cancel the arc from left hand side, right hand side. The remainder measure of arc BC equal measure of angle DA. Okay, two arcs will be equivalent. Give me again for this AC equal DB. And this arc equals this, then two angles in the base are equivalent. Okay, listen to me about the steps. We have here circle. We have here P, H, A, D, and here C. He give me two chords are equal lengths. He tell me the chord BD equal the length about CA. Okay, such that CA was equal BD. In the measure of arc DAP equal measure of arc CBA. This arc CBA. We can cancel this arc from left hand side, right hand side. Cancel here measure of arc BA from left hand side, and cancel here also measure of arc BA. In the remainder, give me measure of arc CD equal measure of arc DA. They are equivalent. Two arcs is equivalent. Okay. If two arcs is equivalent, then the measure of two angles in the basis are equivalent. So this angle is scripted at the arc, and this angle also is scripted at the arc. They are equivalent. And then measure of angle A equal measure of angle B. So if two bases are equivalent, it's meaning two sides are equivalent. Then BH equal AH. Then this triangle will be isosceles triangle. We have two angles are equivalent in the lengths. Next question. This circle here give me two sides parallel. This angle is 30 degree. This angle will be also 30 degree. We call it alternating angles. You won't find measure of angle H. H here will be also 30 degree because B and H drawing in the same arc. H and B inscribed angle in the arc AC. They are equivalent. Measure of angle H it will be 30. Measure of angle O here will be also 30 because BA parallel to DC, then this arc was this arc. Please, the measure of angle O equal measure of angle C. C equals 30 degree also. Understood? We can prove this question such that BA was parallel to BCA DC. Then measure of arc BD will be equal measure of arc AC. We have two arcs are equal. Okay, and also measure of angle BCD, this angle, will be equal measure of angle 30 BC equals 30 degree. We called it alternating angles. They are equivalent. Each one of them 30 degree. And measure of angle O will be also equal measure this angle equals 30 degree in scripted angle. We have two scripted angle here. Understood? And the measure of angle H also measure of angle H will be equal 30 degree. It's scripted angle in the same arc AC. Next question. We have here two chords are parallel, and you won't find the measure of arc PD. It's arc. You won't find this angle. Okay. Give me a scripted angle 40 in the measure of arc AC equal 80 degree. Understood? Such that measure of angle P was 40 degree. The measure of arc EC will be 80 degree. Okay, and also we have two chords parallel. BA was parallel to DC. Then they are parallel. Then measure of arc C equal measure of angle BD. EC equal measure of arc BD. Each one of them equal 80 degree. Understood? Next question. The opposite figure ABC is triangle. Inscribed the circle. Okay. and we have HD parallel to CP. The measure of arc HC will be equal to measure of arc BD, and we have two angles here will be equivalent. Angle DEP, this angle will be equal to this angle, and I will add together the measure of angle CAP from left hand side, right hand side to find the answer. Okay. First step, such that HD parallel to CP, they are parallel. Then measure of arc HC equal measure of arc DB. They are equivalent. Okay. Then measure of angle HEC equal measure of angle DAB inscripted angle. We called it what? Inscripted angles. Draw in the same arc equivalent. In the measure of the angle HEC equal measure of angle DAB. We can add together for left hand side, right hand side this angle here. Then measure of angle HAC plus measure of angle CAP equal measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CAP. If we collect together, I will find the measure of angle HAP equal measure of angle DAC. They are equivalent. Okay. End of the first month exercise. Next question or next model, I will explain this.